All right, so we're going to talk about the third position in the key of F here. And let's do, again, another quick review. So you remember that we had this thing called the chromatic scale. Then we had a major scale formula consisting of half notes and whole notes. And that would filter from the chromatic scale a major scale. So from that major scale that we extract, in this case it was F, that starting note was F, so it's F, that we can rearrange those notes from being on one string, in linear fashion, to being across the strings into what we call finger positions. So the first one was called the tonic. Oops, let me do it right. The tonic position, and it looked like that, right? The next one was the second position, and it looked like this. And just so to remind you, those positions, this tonic one and the second position one can be shifted around anywhere. And when you shift it to a different fret, that this shape, if you shift it around, and the other shape too, you're actually changing keys when you do that. And that's it. That's good enough review, I think. So this was our scale, our formula, right? So that was whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half, right? And then we would take each of these notes, we would analyze them. So the first note's always a tonic, T. Then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we repeat the note F, which is the tonic. Then from here, we would rearrange these notes. This time, though, we're going to rearrange it with respects to that third note. Let's see if I can do it again. That third note there. Okay, so we would keep these here. So 6. That 6th note we can put over here, and then the G note, and then it just repeats itself, right? Because that was the A, so A, B flat. We go all the way to the top, and again, it's always in sequential order. So 5, that would be 6, 7, tonic, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, tonic, 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? So that's the analysis of the scale. And remember that every time you see the T, that's the note that's going to tell you the name of the major scale that it's in, okay? And again, just like the other positions, you shift this one around. Wherever that T lands, let's say it lands here, then you're in the key of G. But since it's on the F, you're in the key of F. Okay? All right. So back to the third position. Again, it's the third position because A is the third note, right? So let's take a look at the fingering. These are all going to be 1. I want to tell you that right now. These ones are all going to be 2s. 3s, and 4s. Okay, so the 6th string down here, right, is going to be 1 2 4, then 1 3 4 1 3 4 1 3 1 2 4 1 2 4. That's a standard way of fingering it. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at a plain example of that, and we can see what's the chord that falls on this one. All right. Okay. Again, this is our 3rd position fingering for the key of F. And it just so happens that the chord that goes with this position, or that naturally falls here, there's a number of them obviously, but the 3rd degree chord is going to be this one here, A, G, C, E. That's an A minor 7 chord. Oops. And you sort of bar it. Let's take a look at the analysis. So again, this is a chord, so the starting note, the starting note is a root, not a tonic, it's a root. Then we have a flat 7. Then we have a flat 3. And then we have the 5th on the top. So that's the analysis of the chord. The fingering here would basically be 2, and then you would bar these guys 3 with your 3rd finger. So let's give a go. Let's listen to the playing example for this one, and that's pretty much it for the 3rd position.